last time I went out with cornrows just like this? When's the last time I did a cheeky little twist out? When's the last time I did a cheeky little braid out? When's the last time I just washed my hair, put some conditioner on, a cheeky little style and left the house? A lot of you can't say that. Like, a lot of you can't say that. And you think that is normal? When you have children, yeah? How are you going to take care of their hair?
Sure. Do you like a woman natural? Oh, yeah. Would you prefer the bussy or the natural hair? Don't lie.
I don't mind either or, innit?
But which one's your prep? Like, who are you moving to in a party?
My birthday is tomorrow. I have a content planner, and in my content planner, it literally says that today's video was supposed to be 35 lessons I've learned now that I've turned 35, which I'm not 35 yet. I had to scrap all of the video ideas I had for today because when I saw this topic, I said, oh no, TikTok is having a field day with this topic. This topic needs to come to YouTube. And you know me, I am the best person to talk about it. So yeah, we gonna talk today. My YouTube channel was built on the back of women with 4C hair. Do you understand? Don't fool around and think because I have locks now it's different. It's not though. It's not. Now, I'm going to be coming from so many different perspectives because I saw so many TikTok videos and I loved each of the perspectives that I saw because obviously it's my For You page. So that means that no nonsense perspective will come on my For You page because obviously it's mine. But I'm just going to talk about it from my perspective, and of course everybody has their different perspectives. Now I will talk about it first from the start of my YouTube channel. I did not start this YouTube channel for makeup. I actually started this YouTube channel because back then, hold on, I need to check the year because we got to get our facts straight here. Okay, we are not playing no longer. This is not a joking topic, and anytime that I see this topic come across, I will always talk about it because this is actually the premise of my YouTube channel. Makeup only became a part of my YouTube channel because people started asking me about my makeup and I started learning more. I started learning more techniques. It was actually because I did not see any 4C hair on YouTube. The people that I followed on YouTube for natural hair back then was like Natural 85. Obviously everybody followed Natural 85 back then. A2 Curly, Temi, Naturally Temi, my girl. The year was 2015. Funny enough, it was January 2015. My most watched videos at the time of when I started my YouTube channel was how to manage coarse, thick, natural hair. And I remember before I did that video, I was very extremely upset. And I remember being upset because I remember always being on YouTube and thinking to myself, what the hell am I copying a twist out from somebody who has hair that does not look like mine? Like, it was such a weird concept for me. But at that time, I didn't know that it was going to be something that I got so much more passionate about, because to be honest, when I first went natural, I cut all my hair. There were not a lot of people that had natural hair. My hair was short. I had to come to terms with a lot of things that my Nigerian upbringing had entered into my head, especially even cutting your hair in secondary school and, you know, a lot of women not feeling beautiful in short hair. I have cut my hair so many times in my life that at this point, I've done everything that I feel like I like to my hair. I've never limited myself because I have 4C hair. I've tried wigs. I don't judge people who wear wigs. I still wear wigs sometimes because I really like the switch up. I like being able to transform myself, but I personally feel the most beautiful when I'm wearing my hair. Now let's jump back because you guys know how I talk. I jump from here to here, but you guys understand the flow. Now in 2015, I saw all these women and I noticed that one thing was lacking in all of their videos. And the one thing that was lacking in all of their videos was the fact that they were making 4C hair just this like afterthought. And a lot of us 4C hair girls, because again, I'm not going to go into like the depth of hair typing because I also feel like 4C is something that has been thrown around a lot. because I have a child now. I have 2 kids. I have Amari and Ivana. Amari is a boy, Ivana is a girl. Ivana's hair texture is very similar to mine. Funny enough, I started learning more about the real texture of 4C hair because of Amari's hair. Amari's hair has been locked for a while. Now it's not locked. I cut his locks off, but it locked so easily because his hair was already curling into each other. And that's when I realized that I've been saying I have 4C hair, but there is a hair texture that is 4C. And if I'm going to talk about my hair texture, I would say that I'm a combination of 4B and 4C, because our hair does not just have one texture in it. Like, just like our skin tone does not just have one color on it. Hair comes in different textures. Your same head can have different textures on it. That's something I also had to learn from being a natural all these years. I first went natural in 2011. I did so much to my hair before that. I hated perms, not because I felt as though I didn't like straight hair. I genuinely, at some point in my life, did not even know that my hair grew out of my head curly. That's how bad it was, because I was coming from Nigeria. Everybody, or most people I knew in Nigeria, it was only like 1 or 2 people in my whole class that had natural 4C hair. In Africa, can you imagine the indoctrination that we have been through? For you to be in Nigeria and everybody has straight hair, and even up to the point that I didn't even know why I was relaxing my hair, but I was relaxing my hair because everybody did it. By the time I stopped relaxing my hair, first of all, the process is painful. Personally, the process is painful. I hated the process. My scalp will get burned. So by the time I met one of my friends, and I've talked about this story before, one of my friends, she actually had locks at the time. I used to love her locks. Hence me even getting locks, because I was like, yeah, definitely something I would love to try out. And now I'm obsessed, because, like, are you kidding me? Do you not see the material? However, and I still have natural hair. This is my natural hair. I still have times, even with locks, that I like my locks curled up in comparison to like straight. And I even have to work through that thing in me that's like, why don't you like your hair, your locks being messier? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a whole different topic, even in the lock community. And the messy face, oh my god, there's so many topics in this whole natural hair thing, because there's also the whole idea of the ugly phase, which is the phase that you go through while you're going to get locks. I personally do not think that I ever had a ugly phase in getting locks, because I genuinely feel as though all throughout my lock process, I embraced each stage and I loved my hair each stage, but it's because I've always loved my hair. So I didn't care about an ugly phase. The ugly phase is only the ugly phase is because you have a perception of your hair that does not conform with what you think your hair should look like. I literally even just saw Jackie talk about this. A lot of people that have 4C hair want their hair to be something that is not. 4C hair takes as long as time as it takes you to install your wig, slick it down, put out the baby hairs, do all of that. So technically, just learn your hair. It grows out of your scalp. It's free. You technically don't even have to do anything about it. One thing that I actually loved, that I started realizing, especially when I started wearing my hair in its natural state. I mean, if you've been on my channel, you can even go back if you want. If you're new and you don't know the lore, you can go back. I've left so many of my natural hair videos up. I generally did not do much with my hair. I actually felt as though I felt more liberated having 4C hair than I did having permed hair. With permed hair, if you do too much, if you sweat too much, your hair is going to get frizzy. Or frizzy as in revert back to the state that it was always supposed to be. Like, are you kidding me? You couldn't swim because all of a sudden the chlorine will mix with your hair. So many rules. The second I went natural and I realized that I literally will wake up, spray water on my hair and go. I said, man, why haven't I been natural since? Because I did not expect my 4C hair to be something that it was not. I loved my afro. Oh my god. My afro, if it's anything that I miss now that I have locks, is my afro. Like, I did not, my 4C hair was so low maintenance that it grew so much because it was so low maintenance. People used to ask me about my hair routine all the time, and I used to tell y'all, I was like, bruh, yes, I do things here and there, but technically, I think I even do more with my locks than I did with my 4C hair, which is kind of crazy because locks are supposed to be even more low maintenance than 4C hair, or like my hair when it was like out. I literally did not even used to moisturize my hair as much as I moisturize my hair now. I will literally, sometimes I didn't even used to wear bonnets to sleep. I will go and sleep and wake up the next morning, sometimes spray water, sometimes not, sometimes just fluff out the hair and go. Put on my, in fact, I actually think that the real reason why I started wearing makeup is because I loved how my natural hair enhanced my features. And because it enhanced my features so much, I was like, my face is so prominent, I might as well learn makeup. And technically, I was okay regardless of if I wore makeup or not. In fact, today, the video that I was supposed to do about me turning 35, I really wasn't going to put on makeup. The only reason why I put on makeup today is because I actually have to go somewhere that requires me to wear makeup. I'm advocating for natural hair and advocating for natural face. Does not mean I don't like makeup, does not mean I don't like wigs, does not mean I don't like weaves. Do what you want. However, this is actually the point that a lot of people are trying to make with this debate. Do not make it seem like your hair is hard to manage. It's not. It's not hard to manage. The same way that you can learn how to do hair, the same way you can learn how to do a wig. See, I remember the first time. Hey, I will never forget, actually. I used to watch Arnell's videos religiously because I did not know how to do wig. That wig, it was hard. Sewing it on, making sure the closure looked like my closure, like it looked good. The sticking down process got to be. I said, this one is hard. It's hard. 4C hair just needs water. Anything you want to do with 4C hair, put water on it first. As soon as, in fact, most of the styles that I used to do, if I wanted to do a slick back style, I could do anything with my hair because I knew how to, I knew what it took to do my hair. I knew I was not going to comb my hair dry. Why the hell would I comb my hair dry? Am I okay? Even till now, the only reason why I locked Ivana's hair was because I wanted her to match with me. I loved doing her hair. Oh my God, her hair, even till now that she has locks, a lot of people don't even know she has locks because I do her hair all the time. It's literally one of my pride and joy things. I learned new styles. Even prior to her having locks, I was always styling her hair. 2 braids, 2 puffs. I know how to do her hair because I genuinely love her hair texture. I love her hair. I always even try to remind her now how beautiful her hair is. Her uncle also has locks that I roped into my lock journey. Now she has people around her that have representation. Another lady was talking about this where it's like, okay, you've worn wigs so much. Now, when your daughter grows up, you don't know how to take care of your daughter's hair, and you're gonna teach her that her hair needs to be covered. No, it doesn't. And I know that a lot of this is so much more deeper than even what I'm saying, because I saw another lady on TikTok talk about how this, obviously, like everything, stems from slavery. The lady was talking about how it was during those times that our hair was supposed to be covered. And because our hair was supposed to be covered, it kind of like everything is an indoctrination. One person does it and another person does it because they are born from that person that did it and they don't know why, but it keeps going on and on. That's literally how rules are set, you know? So a lot of us are taught to hate our hair because of other things, other propaganda that's happened. And you know what's funny? They just recently ran a girl off the internet. I didn't really follow her. I didn't know of her until I heard this news. I would see her videos here and there because I genuinely feel like TikTok is one of those communities where even if you don't follow somebody, you know of them, because our For You pages, literally, especially if we have the same interests, I see you all the time. I would never say I don't know somebody unless I really genuinely don't know them. I've seen you at least once or twice. And I used to see her all the time. She would talk about natural hair. Ran off the internet because of her natural hair. Now the conversation is coming back up. I'm sure she's in her house cackling like, oh, when you guys were talking about my hair, you did not know. There is a very deep sense of self-hatred that comes with 4C and thick hair. Even till now, I'm not even going to lie, even in my own, with my own daughter, I do not allow anybody to project nothing on her. When sometimes her lock styles, I take them for 3-4 weeks, they start getting like messy and things like that. I do not care. I literally look at her hair and I'm like, it's beautiful. When you see the girls with messy buns, white girls with messy buns, do you feel bad? Do you feel weird? No. In fact, most of the time they want messy bun. So why can't our hair be messy? Why can't our hair be all over the place? In fact, why is it even called all over the place? Let's not even get into the whole nappy conversation, because that one is Y'all, I didn't know how passionate I was until I started talking. It is so sad that even in 2025, even though like people are kind of over this conversation, that we have to have these conversations of like, oh, my hair is unmanageable or my hair is too thick. I don't even know where it came from. Apparently it came from another video, and then it now became a think piece. And you know me, I love a think piece, because any reason to yap about something that I'm passionate about, I will yap about it. Okay, thanks. Have to be one thing or the other. It can be all the different things. We can do whatever we want, but I think this conversation is more about making sure that you love your hair than it is about trying to police women's decisions, of black women especially, decisions of what to do with their hair. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a very interesting conversation, but it's also a conversation that needs to be had, because at the end of the day, like, this is our hair. I love my hair. I've always loved my hair. There have been times where the things that I grew up in influenced the way I feel about my hair. I have noticed that, especially with dating, because somebody actually also brought that up, so many different things. There has been times where, especially when I had ginger hair, where like the men I would date will talk about my locks or this or that, and I'll be like, I actually don't care about what you feel about my hair. This is my hair, and that's what it is. But you do also attract a different type of man with natural hair. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like, I also understand that I feel different when I wear weaves and wigs. I feel like I get more attention because I look conventional. But I feel like with locks, I only attract, or even natural hair, I only attracted a specific type of person. Yeah, I'm not putting on hair and makeup to attract anybody. I'm doing what I want to do because I like to feel beautiful and I love myself. You get it? It has nothing to do with external validation. Whether you like me having locks more than me having false hair, that's your business. I don't care. Do get? Yes. But yeah, I know it's an open conversation. I know you guys have seen the TikTok conversations. If you have not seen the TikTok conversations, you just need to go and do a binge scroll or go on Reels. Maybe they've put it on Reels now and you can see the conversation. But I genuinely feel like this was something I've really wanted to bring on my channel, because are you kidding me? What's going on? Do we have to talk about this? Okay? Yeah. It's happy seeing women rock their natural hair, and I hope that it comes back around. Okay? Because I get it. The wigs, the weaves, different looks, they're lovely. I believe that women, no matter, regardless of what they do, I support women's rights and wrongs. Okay, so I'm not really a stickler on what you should be doing with yourself, but I am a stickler with wear your natural hair, learn your natural hair. It looks beautiful on you because it's naturally given. And I could go into the conversation that I actually genuinely believe that everybody should have locks, but that's like a whole different conversation because I'm a little bit more biased. But I feel like as though like this is what my hair was supposed to look like. Like our hair is not even supposed to be combed. Maybe that's why it's so thick. You know what I'm saying? It's so thick because it's not supposed to be combed. It's supposed to be locked. It's supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I don't want to bring too much controversy, you know what I'm saying? Everybody has different opinion, but I would like to hear your opinion. Let me know your opinions in the comment section down below. I'll see you next week. I will still be doing my video of 35 lessons that I have learned now that I'm 35, and I also will be doing another Dear New Life next week as well, because we are now in April. Okay, but I felt like this conversation needed to come to YouTube, and I was the one to bring it because this is my forte. Okay, all right, have a good weekend. Don't do anything I won't do. Bye.